Good morning.
This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Click and collect your next car from a dealer you can trust. I'm Laura Woods, and with me in the studio is Weymouth legend Andy Townsend. Andy, how are you?
How are you?
Andy!
The place has just been hijacked and been taken over, mate.
I tell you, how are you? I bet you're missing getting up at 4 a.m. Hey.
I really am.
I don't want to tell tales out of school, but she's getting in at 4 a.m. nowadays, mate.
Hey, listen, in Paris, they actually make you nice cups of coffee, so it's better to do it out here, isn't it, than back in the studio?
100%. In all seriousness, it's brilliant to see you, Laura. Now we're going to preview tonight's Champions League action in partnership with none other than TNT Sports.
Champions League Roundup on talkSPORT with TNT Sports.
This isn't just football. This is the Champions League.
Stream on Discovery Plus or watch on BT, Sky and Virgin Media. Subscription required. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Right, we're back. Before we head into the game, how are you enjoying Paris?
It's been fabulous. I made friends last night in a bar. I can't remember what the bar was called. With a Parisian man called Fifi.
Fifi.
This guy, Fifi. He was wearing my beret because I thought I'd just get into the French spirit.
Just for the benefit of the listeners, Andy, I'm looking at a picture of Fifi. And Fifi,
has he got 4 legs, Fifi? Because he sounds like...
No, but he actually does look... He's as Parisian as they could get.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he?
Look at that, Andy. For the benefit of the listeners.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He reminds me of some... Who would you say he looks like, Andy?
I'm just having a look there.
Alan Brazil.
Oh,
he's got a bit of Brazil about him, actually, hasn't he? It was fabulous. Yeah, we had a good night. It's all Becky Ives' fault that I missed my earlier slot this morning. You're not supposed to tell the listeners that.
See, I didn't say that. And I was covering you again. Do you know what I mean? I did not at any point say that you were meant to be coming on earlier.
we were just listening to a bit of that Je t'aime, obviously one of the little French kind of bits we just thrown in there, just as we were coming back from the break, and it was Serge Gainsbourg and Jane Birkin. Now you will have heard of a Birkin bag. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, very expensive.
They are.
Way out of my price range.
No, they are like, I mean, now, again...
more expensive than my house.
My wife has always said to me, it's an investment. Which is a great line when she wants something. It's an investment. Yeah, exactly. Oh, not me. No, when she wants something. The Birkin bag is an investment, but apparently, genuinely, they are like a ridiculous amount of money to buy. And I think if you have one for 10 years, it will genuinely make you a small fortune.
Yeah. So basically, we need to get one.
I'm not prepared to take that gamble, Andy, to be quite frank with you. So we've ever been getting a selection box for you. Right?
We'll be getting the 10p plastic bag that you get in Sainsbury's.
Exactly.
By the way, what was the film that I saw that in? The Full Monty. It was from the Full Monty, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yes.
It was definitely in the Full Monty.
Yes.
One of those scenes.
You're absolutely right. I wouldn't have known who sang it, but it's definitely from that film. I suppose we better talk a little bit of football. It's a huge night right here in Paris for Newcastle as they face PSG, looking to keep their hopes alive of reaching the knockout stages. They currently sit bottom of the group, but all 4 sides separated by only 3 points. Nothing in it at all. And I'm delighted to say that joining us now to look ahead to the game is a blast from the past. Here we go.
I heard you got pied by Woodsy. What's going on, lads? I thought you were the big hitters.
Do you know what I heard there? What I heard in your wonderful rant? I heard wah, 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 wah.
He was on. Jamie was on.
Was he?
As usual, you never missed an awful lot.
Oh.
Yeah. He didn't miss
Loads of
an awful
insight.
lot. No, he gave us about 10 minutes talking about Jamie, and that was it.
Oh, I miss it. You're getting good at this presenting, like, aren't you?
Well, not according to the boy at the station yesterday. Andy, this is a belter. Wait here, this.
Go on.
I met Woodsy at the station to come through, right? So we're having a blather, and this boy comes up and says, Laura, how are you getting on? He's like, oh, smashing. She says, oh, lovely. He said, oh, I miss you on that talkSPORT. I listen to talkSPORT all the time. I really, really miss you. He said, you're absolutely fantastic. You're so good. And Laura says, well, I better. And he said, well, there's Ali. Ali does a bit of talkSPORT as well. And he turns around and looks at me and says, yeah, not as good as you, Laura. and then turn around, hit me with a heat-seeking custard pie.
Custard pie.
And then went back to talk to Laura, and I didn't have anywhere to go. Firmly put in my place.
To be fair, he did. He said, you're not much of a presenter.
That's what he did. He says, you're not much of a presenter. I had to bite my tongue.
What are you thinking, Laura, about Newcastle tonight? What are you thinking about their chances?
Can you two stop talking and discuss the game tonight?
Exactly.
Oh, Andy, me and Ali actually did the game together, didn't we? We did the game at St James's Park, the first leg. Wow, it was amazing. It was just absolutely brilliant. And I understand, look, it's not at St James's Park, but the travelling fans are going to be mega. And I just hope they can pull something off. We were having a chat last night when we got in about...
They've got a chance,
and I was listening earlier on and look, they can't lose. That's the whole thing. They can't lose. And yes, a point would be great, but they need to go and win. But my concern is, as I was saying to you yesterday, is the players that they managed to keep quiet or the players that didn't necessarily turn up. It's quite unlikely it's going to happen again, the likes of Kylian Mbappe. But if they can pull it off, if they can do something even remotely similar... We all wrote them off in this group in the first place, so I'm definitely not writing them off. They've got players back in; they'll have a little bit of a boost from the Premier League as well from that win too. So, Andy, I would never write the Geordies off.
No,
I just am hoping. I'm hoping it's a magical night. Yeah, I think they could do it.
I think we all are. There's no doubt about it. Looking forward to it. Obviously, it's live on talkSPORT as well. Now, it would be totally remiss, and I'm not letting an opportunity like this go. Ideal opportunity to get your gloating head on once again. I've missed that gloating head. Tell us a little bit about the Gunners, particularly weekend, late goal. Do you know something?
It wasn't a great game, was it?
No, it wasn't a great game, and Andy did the game. But another victory. You know, it's back at the top of the league. You're looking at City dropping a couple of points. I don't know whether you agree. I think it's going to be a lot tighter. I think there are teams, you know, will continue to beat each other like probably never before. Newcastle will take points. They saw a great performance against Chelsea. I mean, Brentford beat City home and away last season. Are you confident? Can you go one better?
No, I don't. I'm not confident at all. No.
I know. I should never ask you that because I've known that for years.
I'm very realistic.
However, only just for the sake of the question, be confident.
Yeah. Sorry, hang on. Let me make something up. I'm very confident. I think they can do it. They can go. This will be talk. They'll clip this up and they'll say Laura Woods thinks Arsenal are going to win the league. Do you know what the funniest thing is? Any time that Kai Havertz does anything remotely good, I think of you, Ali, because I always think of Ali defending him when he joined Arsenal, and loads of Arsenal fans are saying what, and I always think with Kai Havertz, when Kai retires, he will have the most amazing show reel of like, here's my best clips. He'll have like Champions League final, he'll have goals like that where the game was absolutely dying, comes off the bench or something, and all the kids will be like, wow, this guy, he was the man, wasn't he? And then in between there won't be that much.
No.
But look, it was one of those games I didn't really massively enjoy watching it, if I'm honest, but I kind of did think, I was like, it's got that written all over it, hasn't it? A last minute goal either way. Whether or not they deserved it doesn't really matter, does it? They kind of got the win. Sometimes you have to win a little bit ugly. But yeah, in terms of the way the league... Look, I'll put it this way. A couple of years ago, an opportunity like that, Arsenal would have messed it up in some way. But the fact they're not managing to mess it up is great, and I'll keep my fingers crossed. But I'm not going to say that they're going to definitely win the league or anything like that. They'll probably be in it again, won't they?
Lots of texts coming in for you guys. Look, Gaz in Manchester. Oh, guys, just like old times from Miss Laura.
Yes.
But she's amazing on TNT Sports. Oi, oi, Woodsy, says Simon from Millwall.
Hi, Simon.
Millwall fan.
Simon.
Yes, exactly.
I'm joking. Hi,
Is that guy I met at the station? Messaged down Andy, but hit me with heat-seeking custard, no?
Exactly. And Ali, there was another one. Ali can only afford a gherkin bag, says Simon in Kent. Not the Birkin bag. So there might be something in that one as well. And a quick question for the pair of you right now. Listen, Tony Adams recently apparently went to see King Lear at the theatre, no doubt with his good lady. Now, of course, that was whilst the Brentford game was on, I believe, Woodsy, and and he's got his phone on his lap whilst he's watching King Lear, and he's got the football on right as he's watching it. But he said the signal kept breaking up, and he couldn't quite see the last of it. And of course, you can imagine Kenneth Branagh it was as King Lear, and Tone's got his phone on his lap here watching the football.
Brilliant.
Now, lots of people must have done that. You guys must have had your phone watching a game somewhere, like whether it's on a train or an airport. You do,
I did it
you?
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did it on Saturday. I was watching the wee man. The wee man had a game in Glasgow, and I'd Man City versus Liverpool on my phone. I did.
We've definitely been at awards dues before. I can't remember the last one. We've definitely been at awards dues, and we've had it on. West Ham were playing a couple of seasons ago, and we had it on at the awards do because it was might have been when they were in the Europe. You know what? It was the Europa League.
I always use the excuse to it's my job. You know what I mean? I'm actually not enjoying and watching it, but it's my job, Andy.
Yes.
That's
very. It's always that's always a good one to get out on that, isn't it? Definitely. I've got to watch this. I've got to watch it.
You think I'm enjoying this?
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
On, do me a favour.
Exactly.
Right, prediction for tonight.
I'm going to say the Geordies are going to do it. It's going to be a little bit tight. Why not? 2-1.
There you are.
Oh,
Andy.
yeah, that'd be great.
We'd settle for that, wouldn't we?
Certainly would. Certainly would.
What did you say last night? You said
I
it was
said,
gonna be a draw.
I think I went for 2 each, I think.
Yeah,
Did I
you
go for
did.
2 each? Yeah.
Desmond.
Laura, it's been brilliant seeing
Oh,
you.
I love you guys.
It's been great.
I miss
Andy,
you.
been a breath of fresh air again, hasn't it?
Yes, no,
Yeah.
great
Miss
to
you,
see you,
Andy.
Laura, and you're doing a brilliant job on the box.
Thanks,
You really are.
guys. Thank you. Come and join us tonight. Is that my cue to say
Yes.
it's on TNT Sports
That's your cue.
live tonight? Come and join us.
There you
Come
are.
and have a watch. It'd be great. Fingers crossed for the Geordies as well. And if anyone's travelling out there, come and find us. I'm probably going to. I look dishevelled this morning, don't I? I'm just going to wander around dishevelled. I'm going to wander around Paris, find another croissant like this one, and go and get a coffee. So if there's any Geordies out this morning, do you want to come for a coffee?
I'm coming for a
Yeah,
coffee
let's do
within
it.
half
Cool.
an hour,
Great.
but I've got to say to you, and Andy will back me up here, if you look dishevelled, I don't know what I look like Wurzel Gummidge if you look dishevelled.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.